Right, after quite a bit of modification, because it doesn't really go together as a set, the rotary table is set up on the mill. And as I've said, you get what you pay for, but it should do what I want it to do. So I will go about a rather convoluted way of making up another set of adapters. Okay, I'll get set up. Right, I've already drilled one centre drill. Put my glasses on because I can't see this otherwise. Right, unlock the table. And that should be the next one. That is 5 equally spaced holes. Right, next is a pilot drill. I will have to change all the chuck, so I'll get the centre drill out. I know I should centre drill the other radius, but I like to do one bit at a time. I know it's probably the slowest and most complicated way of doing things, but I just like to make sure I've got everything right. And that's because I haven't got a means of putting centre drills now. I have to use a big old chuck. It's American chucks, very competent. But if I change it down to the other chuck, which involves hitting things, where did I put the big spanner? Is that one? No, it's not that one. That's the one. Loose the drawbar off. Yeah, go and find a big hitting stick. And then that's released that. It can come out. Small one can go in. Screw it onto the drawbar. Do the drawbar up. It's all clever stuff, this, isn't it? Right, who keeps moving the spanner? That'll be me. No idea how old that spanner is. It's had a bit of a hard life, but I like to keep using the old ones because I know I could go straight through with a milling cutter, but I find if at least I've got a hole in there, any swarf it keeps the hole clearer, and I've struggled with that before. Well, that was obviously the answer. Needs a bit of lubrication. Much happier. That is a spanner that has definitely been. Well, that one went a lot easier. So these are the 1/2 inch holes, which are for the wheel studs, which will go in, but then they have to be counterbored down, because otherwise there wouldn't be any wheel studs sticking out. Right, so we've done the outer holes, which will take the 1/2 inch UNF wheel studs, but they will take them from that side. This side is the nuts on the original wheels off the Armstrong Siddeley. So I have to move the cutter across, re-pick up the different radius, and then I'll set it equally spaced. And I'll probably be counting out loud again and not being able to see. Right, let's do the 7 turns. Let's get it in the middle. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 more degree. Makes it 36 degrees. Then we have to unlock the track. Well, we've ascertained one thing: I can actually count. And it's nice using things like this spanner. This is an old War Department spanner. It's got the crow's foot on it, so it's probably quite a modern War Department, as in probably it's only about 30-40 years old. Not Second World War. It was probably my dad's or my granddad's, I don't know. No idea where it came from. But it's a nice spanner and it fits. Right, now turn. And that's 5 pilot holes drilled. And hopefully I had the decency to speed that up on the video, so you only watched that and it took about 20 seconds, not whatever it took me. Right, stop there, drink tea, next bit. That's 5 holes, all drilled to 5/8 diameter now. Now we've got to counterbore them, but we're probably going to stop now for a minute while I change my stuff and have a cup of tea. Right, next stage is to counterbore these holes, which is so the wheel nuts from the original car can hold the plate for the adapter to the wheel, and we're going to use the boring head. And this is probably about as cheap boring head as you can get. By adjusting a gauge there and releasing these screws here, you can slide the head across, take a different cut every time. And this is supposed to be a micrometer adjustment. It's not. The thread is so rough, the machining is so poor, there's no tolerance there worth talking about anyway. But we're not going to minute tolerances, we just need to get it close. So 5 turns of that will mean that this diameter becomes 30 mil, which is big enough to get a socket round the nut to bolt the wheels down. And I've fitted a collar here to give me a depth stop, so I don't have to keep trying to worry where I'm dropping to, because everything's a bit hit and miss. But I'll know that will give me the exact depth. Right, let's get set up and then carry on. But I'm being looked at by a dog that is dropping really unsubtle hints that he would like to go out. So I'm probably going to review this again tomorrow night, but for the purposes of the video, probably be just a very, I don't know, I haven't worked that bit out yet. It's hard enough doing this and recording. Right, say good night, H. Yep, that's it. That's where we want to be. Right. Yeah, you can see down there. And that has taken just over 20 minutes. And I've got to do that 4 more times. I'm going to stop this video. I've hopefully speeded up bits, but you ain't going to watch 20 minutes of me machining like that. Okay, I'll see you when the next bit's done. Right, we've got to the 4th hole. Yeah, a fresh cup of tea. We've emptied all the swarf out of one's boots. So we're ready for the last one. If this works, I'll do a speeded up video. If it doesn't work, you'll never know because there'll be no video. All right, let's see. Right, changed to the big chuck, big collet. I've got to put a little chamfer at the bottom of the holes and a very large centre drill is the right angle. And the reason it's got 2 nuts taped on that, if I put them in there, that gives me the depth exactly right to drill the bottoms of the hole out. Right, I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Nice chamfer at the bottom of the hole, which will centre the taper on the nut. All right, 4 more to do. Then we flip this. I'll turn this off now. Counterboard that side, so when I put the studs in, I just want to put a little chamfer in the bottom so they'll sit nice and tight in the bottom. But to do that, I need to do it on the pillar drill, because the only thing I've got with the right chamfer on it is another countersink. It's a taper. Taper won't go in the machine. I don't think I've got an adapter that lets me, but I can put it straight in the pillar drill, set the pillar drill up, 6 holes or 5 holes, right? Jobs are good. Right, onwards. Yeah, I've got to knock that chuck out, and I just love that. I made that when I was at school, and that is a long time ago. So we find the taper, and then we get a hammer. And as I said, a lot of life seems to be about hitting things in a workshop. And that's broken the taper. Job's a good one. Put that somewhere safe. Remember to take out that, and then we'll set the countersink up. Right. And then we can countersink them. Right. Hopefully the final process. Push the studs in. Put a bit of a packer on there, otherwise I can't get the handle on it. I know I could probably hit them in, but I don't like hitting these if we don't have to. Right. And one stud. Thank you very much. Right, let's get the others done. And there you have it. The adapter's made. I know they're Model A wheels, so the adapter goes in it. Got MGB wheel nuts, because that's what I could get hold of. And because of the thickness, it actually keeps the same original centre line of the original wheels on the car. Great. I'll show you a picture of the car a bit later. Only problem is the clearing up, and then one to finish and one to start from scratch. Oh well, at least I've got one or two done now. Two done. They'll look good. Hopefully going to put them on the car next month. Okay, thanks a lot.